Yes, hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to these live streams. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer. And yeah, here on these live streams, I'm basically taking you on a, behind the scenes on a weird, wonderful journey, on my weird, wonderful journey as a composer in this day and age. If you would like to ask me anything, please do join in. Today I will probably be working on a new album, and yeah, you can definitely become part of that. What you're hearing in the background will be probably the thing we work on today, and that came about after a comment here on YouTube of somebody asking if I was considering of reworking Franz Liszt, and then I thought, nah, I don't really. But then I started to improvise and had all these arpeggios going on all the time. So you can definitely become part of this whole process of creating my new album if you like. Yeah, you're all invited to become part of that adventure. If you could not make it live, feel free to just write a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, we do have a Discord server, which you can join. The link to that, again, is in the description of this video. And also shout out to our latest subscriber here, Gustavo Fernandez. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Of course, you can also find me on all the other social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, TikTok and Instagram, I think that's that's pretty much it. Yeah. So if you'd like to contact me or just chat outside of these live streams, we can do that as well on these platforms. One thing I always forget is, if you like these live streams, just leave a like. It really helps out this channel. And yeah, just lets me know that you're actually enjoying these live streams, because I'm always not sure if people actually want to watch this, like me rambling on for hours and trying to create some musical ideas. But if you do, leave a like, and yeah, thank you so much for your support, and let's get started. I usually start with either an improvisation. I think today we don't have, no, that's not the screen, that's the screen. We don't have enough time for that today, but and also we have a lot of material we should go through. So by the way, here's our Discord server. Yeah, if you like, come and join us. I will also frequently write, hey, I will be streaming in a couple of minutes, so if you like. Feels like spam a little bit, but I think it's fine. Yeah, and on streaming wise, there's not much happening actually. Not much. I mean, there's a lot happening. Like many people listening to my music, which is pretty fantastic. Yeah, I'm kind of creeping towards the 300,000 listeners a month. And yeah, probably about 1 million streams in February, which is also pretty awesome. Apple Music is kind of going down slowly but surely. And that doesn't mean that Apple Music is going down, but my streams on Apple Music are going down. I've had better times on Apple Music, I must say. Past 12 weeks, year to date, lifetime. That's maybe a little bit long, but there you can see there was a big peak here. That was actually a track I made with Theodor Wolgers, whose label I think was able to get this track on a big playlist on Apple Music, which it fell off pretty quickly from there. But then my track Berceuse got added. Berceuse, I think it's Berceuse. I'm sorry. Got added here, but it went down slowly. And then another track I made with another label was added here. I think it was these guys, Moderna Records. There's actually one track I made released with a label, and that's the one track that got added here as well. And then it kind of, I think Berceuse fell off that playlist, and now it's just the one track with the label. Sarabande is the track, and that's also slowly but surely going down. So that's just how it is, right? Apart from that, there's no big news from the last live stream. I'm still going through these ideas here, and I think wait a moment. I think this is what we'll be working on today. Nico Perez writes, sup Felix. Well, yeah, just life's good. Actually, I like it right now. Family is healthy, and the weather is there. It's getting warmer, more sunshine, which right now is still a good thing. I think by like midsummer I will hate all the sunshine and the warmth and the heat, but right now I like it. Nico writes, I had a couple of questions. Yeah, please go. Please go. Please go ahead, or please ask. All right. Yeah, I think we'll focus on this here today. And the problem with this track is, with this improvisation, this is 100% improvised, right? The problem is that we don't really have the files for the background sounds or anything, because this is just the YouTube sound. I downloaded the YouTube video of that improvisation because I forgot to press record. I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beautiful stems, but I don't. So we have to recreate all that, but I think it's possible. Nico writes, first, what is your favorite key to play in? I'm afraid C minor. Although it's not my favorite key, it's just something that's easy to do for me. I think my favorite would be something different, like F sharp minor or something. I think I like F sharp minor for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like the furthest away from C minor possibly. Second, what is your favorite chord to play in the moment? Glad the family is well. My favorite chord? I don't really have a favorite chord, I think. I have some favorite tricks, and that's just, randomly, not randomly. I hope you can hear the piano. Yeah, should be fine. And that is sometimes, being in, like I said, C minor. Establishing a clear C minor, and then you're not really sure if it's either harmonic or melodic minor. That's the first. That's why I like minor keys, because you have this ambiguity. You never know: should it be minor? Should it be major? And you have a lot of wiggle room there, which is nice already. But then, when you've established a clear C minor feel, then you go to to C major. That's one thing. Wait, let me change the camera view so you can actually see what I'm playing. So yeah, just establish clear C minor. Oh, it can be F minor, F sharp minor, whatever. And then go to C major. And then another thing I like to do, if you're in a major key, use this kind of what's medians. I have no idea. It's something in the Romantic era that came about with these chord progressions where you go from C major to E flat major to just connections in thirds, major or minor. It becomes kind of, it loosens the grip of that strict tonality. For example, you have a C major, and then you go like that. And in C major, E flat major is not a part of C major, but then you go, maybe you could also do this. And another thing I really like to do, and I stole that from Tom York from Radiohead, is just to have some kind of I call it kind of Orgelpunkt or organ point. It's something. Usually it's in the bass register. We have this. Constant note in the bass pedal, or bass pedal, I think it's called. But this is just the opposite. You have something in the top register, which is all the time the same thing. And maybe it's the wrong key. But so if you have absolute pitch, I'm so sorry. Or right, that's a voicing I use a lot. But yeah, and another chord I really like is this one. So basically just a major 7th chord with the 3rd in the bass. That's my and specifically this in F major. I don't know, I like this chord somehow. It's connected to. I wrote a piece for my girlfriend like years ago, 10 years, more than 10 years. Actually recorded that with an orchestra, and that chord was kind of center of that piece. And it appeared in another piece I wrote for her. So this is kind of my chord for my girlfriend. Yeah, well, that's all I can say to that. I have nothing to add. So wait, let me look at the comments. Let's go back to this sound. Now Nico Perez writes, love this ARP vibe going on. Yeah, I love it too. And it's with this like pedal. We just had this pedal point in the background. I really like this because it feels very different from what I've done. Not very different, but it kind of feels different from what I've done before. And it still fits in this general, space. That's why I like it. Ono is here, right? Hi Felix, nice to see you here. Have a great day and wonderful inspiration. Thank you so much, Ono. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for saying that. Nico Perez writes, that's my favorite too. Nico and writes, love that C major E flat thing. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can sound a little bit like a cliche film soundtrack because that has been copied over and over again, so you have to be really careful. I think you have to be careful on how much you use that, but yeah, if you do it like sparingly here or there. I also think there's kind of a new music theory, not music theory necessarily, but some kind of, where usually you would, usually you would go about saying that's the tonic, you have the subdominant, subdominant, and then the dominant. And with pop music, I feel like it's more like it's not 1 4 5 1. It's more like 1 3 4 1. That's more the general cadence, more popular cadence, I think. So this is kind of, just going from C major to this is kind of feels like the new, but I don't know. That's just a color I like to use. Then Nico Perez writes, yeah, one of my favorite Radiohead progressions. It is, and especially this the voicing is something I've been stealing for 10 years now. I've also used it in big orchestral pieces, and the funny thing is, once you use it in a bigger orchestral setting, you don't really hear that Radiohead thing anymore, or not too much. But yeah. So let's begin with this. I think first thing to do is to find out how we can create that background pad. And I remember it was in B flat minor or in B minor. I'm not quite sure. Let me check. Okay, you know what? We'll just take this, create a new file. Let's save it. Yes. It's in there. All right, let's move it a little back because we need all that space in the beginning. Later, that's too much space. All right. This might be a little too loud, so let's turn it down. Okay. That's a moment I really like. This when this low, and I think in that moment we'll look at the live stream from this improvisation soon enough, because it's much easier to just see the video of which knobs I'm turning when. I think I was just turning down an octave or something. I like this moment. That's the first thing. So we have Nico Perez writes, I'm so into this pad. Yeah, me too. Me too. I hope we can recreate that, but I hope that should be possible. I mean, we could also just use this, right? Okay, I hope we have this. Yeah, that's nice. This one. Yeah, and then we have a problem, because then there is this piano thing. All right. Okay, but to this point, we would have some backup material that we could use if we can't recreate that pad. So let's put that here. Okay. No, first thing to do. Nico writes, thick. Thank you. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think it's kind of like a thick, fluffy, I don't know, tasty thing I would like to eat because it's sweet and unhealthy, but I'd like to eat it. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. Okay, let's take this. So we have a piano bass recording setup. We also need the input to be from the mixing device and put that on record. Link tracks, perfect. Then we also need a recording channel for the board, the effects board effects. All right. And the input is external in, yes. The board. All right. Let's link all these together and we should be good to go. Let's check how this goes. All right. I think, okay, we have to go back a little. Let's first maybe watch the, let's first watch the YouTube, the live stream, because it's much easier that way. So I know exactly, oh, hopefully I can tell which settings we used on the, on all the pedals. Content, live, and this was from the 19th, there it is, evening improvisation. All right, let's go. Yes, and it's already at the right. Okay. I think I started, yeah, I started creating this pad a little earlier. Sorry. I'll just go full screen here. Answering questions, I think. Hey,
Too lazy.
yeah, too lazy. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I could play almost anything.
Yes, Felix, I
if
know.
I just put my mind
I
to it.
know. You can.
Would just have to practice a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm just showing off a little. Okay.
Call it a day.
With
Promise.
okay. No, that's where the fun begins. What I think I've started with the mood, maybe, or with the tensor. It's a little bit unlucky that it's the wrong way around. Now I have to. It should be flipped once, but okay, that's just. Yeah, it's B flat major. Ah, okay. Okay, I'm using the tensor. So that's the first thing. Generation loss is off, and the. Okay, now I can't find the reason why. And we have, okay, I can't find the reason why there's no sound coming out. But the equalizer is the highest. And then I'm also using the mood for that. Okay, and the mood is in the right position. And this, yeah, we can recreate that, I think. All right, like this, and this one go. I have to turn my head. Well, this goes here, and this goes there. All right, and to the very right. Okay, and the tensor is in mostly neutral position. And okay, that's also the reason why there's nothing coming out of that tensor, because the one knob is at 12 o'clock. It should be at, full. Anyway, that's center, that's center, and this one goes all the way there. Okay, I think I've got the main settings. Let's see what happens. So Let's just also check the voicing. Okay, I think there was no D in this, but let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. And then it's just taking this, putting that into the mood. Ah, wait, the reverb is still there. We're still using that. Yeah, with the reverb, I'll be playing around a little bit. Ah, and the EQ. That's important. A lower bass, and the middle knobs are all there, and then we'll have to see how far we push the gain. Okay, but that's it. And now I'm wondering why I'm not hearing anything. Okay. And what am I doing there? Playing with the reverb. Okay. Oh. And then I use the blooper. All right. And that's where the lower octave comes from. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I have enough info. Let's try that. Ono writes, this was kind of a great breakdown content, like that director breakdown the scene. Well, let's see if this was a good breakdown. Let's see if we can actually recreate that. I wouldn't be too sure. Well, it should be fine. But glad that you enjoyed it, and thank you for letting me know. All right, let's hit record. That looks fine. Another thing we can't see now is the levels we send to the pedals, because that's. But I think it should be fine if we just use the back microphones, because there's the two KM184s. I have showed it on the two last live streams, so if you're interested on the piano setup, just watch the last two live streams. I've basically showed the recording setup there. So let's try to do this. All right. So I'll just be sending left, right. Wait, left, right doesn't make any sense because we're in mono. All right. Okay, that sounds bad. But, you know, sometimes this humming sound can also be a good thing, maybe. Okay, let's see. We need some reverb, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, nope, that's not. It sounds kind of different. Wait, the middle knob on the mood is something we need to check out, because that's actually pretty important. Let's turn it down. Because that's actually pretty important. Let's have a look. That should not have changed. And it's okay, it's a little to the right. So okay, now that should be fine. Okay, that should be fine now. I think it was in the wrong position in the first place. All right, let's go to the piano again. So that's what we want. Let's add some reverb. It sounds different. And we have this weird humming sound. Oh, okay. Okay, that's basically every sound engineer's nightmare right now. Where does this come from? No! Well. Okay, that's better. Okay, I mean, we need some hum, but not too much. Yeah, that's better. No, then I did use a little bit of this. I think. And I think this humming thing is okay. Well, I don't like this in particular. Yeah, I think we won't get exactly the same thing. Alright, and let's record that to the blooper. Oh, that's pretty loud. Thank you. Some bass, I think. Well, it's not quite the same. It's kind of similar. We also need some reverb on the main chain below, but that's the point where it starts to hum. So maybe we won't do that for now. Now we have to see what to do with this. Yeah, you know, I'm not quite sure if this is actually that good. I mean, the pad is okay. It's quite close. It's quite close to what, and we could morph and form this a little more. But I think let's turn this down for now. I think we could also just, yeah, I mean, we could get close to this, but I mean, why try when we actually have the original recording? You know, we can just take this and how we create this. I mean, we could even emphasize this by using you know, a low-pitched chord. Like we could play this in a high register and then just pitch it down and really put emphasis on this moment, because I like this moment a lot. Okay, that's one thing. But for now, I think I'll just take this first part and loop this. So let's just random loop. Warp, fine, and let's pull a loop on it. There. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. And we should loop just this. That should be fine. All right, and we'll take this, and I will be improvising over that, I think, and just trying to find, you know, the sound effect is one thing, and we can create lots of beautiful of these ambient pads, that's not a problem. I think what's really hard is to create something musically interesting that's happening on top of that. That's for me, that's the main difficulty. I mean, getting a good pad or a good loop or something like that is also hard, but much harder, I think, is finding something that actually works on top of that you would listen to and think, oh, that's a nice harmony or melody or something. So yeah, we'll just move on to the much harder part now. And for that, I think I would love to have some more delay or reverb. So piano effects. Let's choose this channel here and record that as well. Okay. Should be recording now. Now I will have to turn this on. All right. I think I know what the issue was. There was a cable that was not fully plugged in down there, so now it should be fine. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, I'll have to think about what delay. I think it's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the main idea right now is yeah, but where to go from here and how to get there? That's tough. Yeah, I think I'll just improvise a little bit, and then hopefully we know more. Yeah, this is a little bit somewhat stolen, inspired by Radiohead, but can I do this? I don't know. Let's look for more ways, I think. So that's a little blatant to just copy it like that. But it's so beautiful. I think it's fine. It's not, I'm not stealing the melody. I'm just stealing the harmony. And they stole the harmony from the Beatles. I have to. So I think it's just too good. I think. And I mean, we could also use some of these filmic tropes just to make it really like this cinematic end to the world. Was something in there. and just use every cliche film trope. I mean, the main idea is that this is kind of really a soundtrack to the end of the world. Like a cliche, what's this guy called who made this movie about the end of the world? Lars von Trier. The sun is crashing into the earth, and yeah, maybe I actually wanted to make this album to give people more hope and to make the world a little more hopeful, but as it stands, it seems to be about it's not just about that. It's also I think this idea, just living this idea, can be in a way cathartic. I don't quite know how to explain that yet, but I feel that. Funny thing is, I just wrote an orchestral piece for an audiobook, which we recorded. I think it was with the Hessische Rundfunkorchester with a big symphony orchestra, and I think it was pretty much the same. I know it was with the West German Radio Symphony Orchestra. I think in the end we didn't actually record that. I think we decided against that. So hey, it's still, and it was kind of different. Yeah, that wasn't the main chord progression, but. I think I'll just keep on looking, and then we'll see what we have afterwards. I think that as a first loop is kind of okay, and then we'll continue. I also think this should be some kind of epic building track until in the end it's just when we have a children's choir in the background and a string orchestra. But maybe I'm, that's a little unrealistic, but maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. something like that. I think we have a bass, some kind of bass loop right now. Not loop, but something to start with. I think the first part will just be this pad, then we'll have some kind of low-pitched bass being added. We'll have to see how this happened. And then at some point the arpeggios will begin. And then it will probably just build most of the time. That's something we will not do. That's it's too cliche. There's an amount of too much cliche. I think we've just reached peak cliche with that dominant F major. No, it was with the Hessische Rundfunk Symphony Orchestra. Yeah, that's how it went. Sounds pretty generic. With a symphony orchestra, it sounds much more generic than on the piano. Even more. But yeah, I think we need to take that, be very conscious of that, and just use it and put it into a context where it isn't that cliche anymore. I think that's the way to handle it. Because in itself, this chord progression is kind of nice. I like it just as much as I like this thing. We have to de-Radiohead that a little, I think. But yeah, in general, I think that's a good start. this minor third over a presumably major pad. That was nice. Maybe that's the way to combat that. Radiohead. With just a F sharp major. Good. And then we'll go back to I can see that. Okay, but you know what? I'm hungry. I need to eat. I think that's actually a pretty good approach to that piece, but yeah, I need to eat something. Next stream, we'll continue doing exactly this. Yeah, so today is a little bit shorter. Just like me. Yeah. Oh, Ono writes, you just said afterwards. That sounds like a great title for the song, Afterwards. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have to think long and hard about what's about titles that, you know, these are all working titles right now. So right now I think the name I have, the working title for this year is now let's mute the talking. Working title for this is I think Hymn to the End of the World or something like that. We'll have to save it as that as well, because you know these are the names I remember these pieces by. So but yeah, afterwards maybe it's definitely an option. Okay, so this was The End of Time. That is a little bit no. That's okay. We need a new. Come on, let's afterwards. Really, come on. Okay, working title afterwards. Nice Orgelpunkt. You are correct, Felix. Ooh, the delay and reverb here is pretty loud on the piano. Yeah, but okay, let me see. Have we saved that already? No, we haven't. Alright, so we'll create a new file, number 16, afterwards. I'm not quite sure if that's the right title for this piece, but it is something. Maybe it will stick, who knows. I would like to have this, you know, I would like to have this, like this picture in my head of the literal end of the world. Like It's not a picture, but it's more. I think the title can be much more descriptive with that. But I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Yura Vintage writes a wonderful emoji. Wonderful emoji bag. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Yes, there it is. Hi, found it. Nice to have you, Yura, not Yuri. Sorry. Alright, can I close this? Alright, perfect. Okay, yeah, everybody. I think that's it already for today. And we will go through these in the next live stream, I think, and we'll just keep on developing this track because I really like it. Wait a second. Let's turn this down. This one as well. Kali Session is here. Thank you for being here. And writes, hi Felix, just one question. Which or what reverb do you recommend for a synthesizer? Yeah, the last word is always cut off here in my chat window. I have to. For a synthesizer, for example, the Rev2. For the Rev2, I don't know. There are so many good reverbs. I really like this Neunaber, but it is quite expensive for what I use it for. So I really just use this in one position, like the W3T or wet position, and that's pretty nice actually on all my synth sounds. But in the end, to be honest, it doesn't matter that much. There are so many great reverbs. I have if you like a reverb in stereo, I like the Boss 500, RV 500, I think. Yeah, the RV 500 is, I have that below my piano. And apart from that, yeah, I don't know. I think honestly, you can take almost any reverb will do, because in the end it's all it's all an artificial sound space, and there's just taste. But I personally liked the Neunaber and the Boss RV 500. Boss RV 500 because it's very versatile, but in the end I don't use it that much. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't use the internal reverb though of the Prophet 2. I don't like that too much. Yeah, apart from that, Uno writes, when the world hushed. Yeah, I think that's too cheesy. I'm very, very thankful for your enthusiasm. When the world hushed. I don't know. It's really easy to go really cheesy. It's easy to go cheesy. That's I should write that on my t-shirt. It's easy to go cheesy. Anyway, it's easy to okay, what am I playing here? Felix. No. Yeah, well, I think this will be an ongoing process to find good names for the pieces, but like I have a very specific feeling and idea of what this track, what feeling this piece is about. Just need to find a good name, and we can do that together. I'm very thankful for your input here. So Kali Session, right? Thank you. Onua, yeah, you're welcome, Kali Session. Onua was here, Kali Session was here, Yura Vantage. I can't really move and Nico Perez. I think that was it for today. I mean, this was a little shorter than usual because I still have to eat something, and then I will pick up the kids and we'll go to the some friends of mine. But yeah. It was a pleasure having you all here today. And again, if you're seeing this after the fact, and have a question, just leave a comment. Join our Discord server. I usually try to answer as quickly as I can. If you have anything else you would like to ask, yeah. And And if you like this, just leave a like. It helps. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for watching. And I have no idea when the next stream will be. Probably soon, whenever I have time. But yeah, this album needs to be finished. We need to work on this. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and see you soon.